And we're back for the final set of videos about the spine. So as you can guess, today is going to be all about the neck. Okay, we're going to touch upon a couple of mobilization exercises for the neck, and then we'll zoom right into a couple of strengthening and stability exercises for the neck. Again, be super careful with what you select, and if you're in any pain, make sure you speak to a professional first. But let's get started with a couple of ideas which can work for most people. So mobilization exercise 1, I'm sure you've seen this on the internet a million times, but I'm going to go through some really specific coaching points to make it a bit better. And the exercise, well, I like to call it peacock to double chin, okay? And you'll see why in a second. You want to sit down. Ideally, you want to have your back supported as you sit, okay? So in a chair or something like that. Now, the main thing on this is we are not looking for chin down or chin up. So you're staying in the same range of motion, okay? In the same plane. And then your chin is just going to poke forwards, peacock, pull back, to give yourself a double chin. So it's peacock, double chin, peacock, double chin. Again, most people do this incorrectly because they end up tucking down or pushing up. It's not what we're looking for. We're looking for forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. Exercise 2 from the neck mobilization series. Okay, I'm cheating a bit because this isn't really a neck movement, but it's a great way to open up the areas around the neck. So what I like to get people doing is, again, sitting, ideally in a chair, and it's just coming down into rounded, and then pulling shoulder blades towards each other. So down into rounded, and then opening up. Down into rounded. If you notice, your chin is tucking in towards your chest, and then opening up and going into that double chin position. So I'm coming down, chin to chest, coming back. Okay, that's a great little progression from the previous exercise. So as is always the case with mobility, I'm going to make you all look a little bit silly. You want to get a nice soft cushion, ideally on something soft. It can work on your mattress as well, on the bed. And again, look into doing this exercise slowly to start. So you want your hands on either side of the pillow you're working on. You want to start with your forehead resting on the pillow, okay? And then you're just going to slowly roll your head down and come back the other way. Roll down and the other way. Great. Okay, so you're giving yourself a little bit of compression at the same time going into this movement. What that tends to do is it's going to give you a little bit of support while you go into flexion and extension of the neck. And again, that might make your body feel safer and be able to do this exercise pain-free. So give it a shot, see how it works for you. So a fourth really simple and straightforward neck mobilizer is something we call the four-point turn. So what you're looking for is to touch all 4 points that I'm about to show you. So you're going to start with your chin towards your chest. You're rolling your chin towards your left shoulder, back down, and towards your right shoulder. Start with a few repetitions of those, and then you're going for back of the head towards your back, chin towards chest. So that's point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. Basically, you're working through the full range of motion of the neck, and that's something the neck loves. Use it or lose it with your mobility, so make sure you're using it. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of exercises to work on strengthening the area around the neck. Again, not everyone needs to be strengthening their neck, but it will work really well for a couple of people that need it. So we're going to zoom straight into 3 exercises that are going to help with this. First exercise, again, simple exercise, but the coaching points are really important, so make sure you're sticking to these little things, okay? So you're going to be lying down. You want the back of your neck supported either with a round pillow, rolled up towel. In my case, a rolled up sweater works really well. And the first part of the movement is just to tuck your chin in. Again, I'm not taking my chin to my chest, I'm just tucking my chin in. In this position, you just want to raise your head a centimeter, or even a centimeter, half a centimeter off the towel, just so you're not touching the back of there. All of a sudden, my front neck muscles are on fire and working super hard. Okay, so I'll show you again. Chin to midline, head raised, and looking to get these activated and working really well. A lot of people give the prompt, imagine there's a soft peach between your chin and chest, and that's what you're looking for stabilization. With this, again, we're just looking for an isometric hold. Start with 1 to 2 sets, 15 to 20 seconds, and then we'll build up from there. Straight into exercise 2, we've worked in the flexors. You don't want to forget about the extensors. The extensors are the muscles at the back of the neck. Really, really easy to get these working. And with your quadruped in all fours again, and make a triangle with your hands. You're always focusing on the top of that triangle. I've shifted my weight onto my hands, so again, I'm not back here, but I've shifted my weight onto my hands. Again, I've pulled my chest, my chin in, and immediately I can feel these muscles back here starting to work. From here, I'm just slowly coming up. I can still see the top of that triangle, and then again, slowly coming down. My chin is constantly tucked in. Really small exercise, which works really, really well. If that's too tough, just start with the chin tucked back and holding, and then progress up and down afterwards. Third exercise, a great all-rounder. Again, you want to find a nice quiet place to do this because people have laughed at me and people will laugh at you doing this exercise. Ignore them, you know better. So, you want the band again, nice and light, and you want to start with that band around your forehead. Perfect, take a couple of steps forward, and then what you want to do is just tuck your chin back and hold. And you're working those front muscles to stop yourself from collapsing backwards. We're starting with an isometric, working on 2 sets and building up from there. See what's comfortable for you, 15 to 30 seconds. Same thing we did with the frontal movement. You want to do it side on with either side. So again, band is there, and you're just stepping far away enough that you feel some resistance. Keep that chin tucked in, and now your muscles are working to stop you from collapsing inwards, which is where the band is pulling you. And of course, hitting the same thing on the other side. Final variation would be to do the fourth movement, which is again chin tucked in, holding there. It really doesn't look like you're doing much, but in reality your neck muscles are working really hard so that you don't collapse. You want to be nice and straight from everywhere else and just holding. Same as every other exercise we did, we'll start with a hold and then move into fighting against the band. So it's chin forwards, chin back there. Same thing with all the side-ons. So side on, dropping slowly away, controlled back to midline. Great. Thanks for following on to the end. The neck exercises are a little bit smaller, they take a bit more patience than everything else. Just make sure you're feeling the right thing and not pushing too hard, too fast. They will serve you well, especially people who get lots of neck pain from the office, sitting down all day. You just want to be working a little bit around your mobility and strengthening to get better with that. Remember, if you're in pain, get in touch with a professional to be guided individually. I hope this stuff helps. If you enjoy it, please click like and have a great day. I'll see you all next time.